Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Restorative Sanctuary. Hey, Beth. Hey, Jen. Hey, Anna. Hey, Suzanne. Nice to have you. I'm just seeing here if we're going to have some more people join us live. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Danielle. Nice to have you. So, as I said in the email, and many of you have done this with me many, many times, get out all your cozy things, blankets, pillows, yoga blocks, multiple blankets if you want. If you want to light candles, if you want to have any essential oils, if you want to do a smoke wash, to burn something, please just make it as deluxe or as simple as you'd like. And I know, at least from what I've been hearing, that it is an intense time for all of us, very busy, lots of surprises being thrown at us, lots of challenging energy, perhaps. So we're really just going to ground and restore tonight. And I sent you all the playlists, so you can start that whenever you would like. We will do a full practice that's about 75 minutes, and then I'm going to probably go over, I usually go over in this class to do like an oracle reading that I chose for us. And I'm also running a frequency healing on us while we practice tonight for over an hour. So I'll read the report on that as well. It's tapping in to what is out of harmony for the collective energy. Danielle, no journal, correct? You don't need a journal. All right, so we're going to get started. If you want to come and find a seat on your mat. Tonight, I'm going to be reading from two different books by Pixie Lighthorse, Prayers of Honoring and Prayers of Honoring Voice. Don't know if you can see those, but these are the ones I usually go to, although in last session, I chose something different. So anyhow, let's get seated, and when you feel ready, just closing your eyes. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me. I know, like I said, there's a lot going on, a lot swirling around us, and it is a discipline to make time for ourselves. So I applaud you all for being here, whether you're doing this with me live or on replay. So finding your seat and just letting the palms rest, finding a nice long spine, taking a deep breath in, exhaling out through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do a few more on your own. Just filling the whole body and releasing, softening the shoulders, softening the jaw, the hands. And as you're doing this, if you feel called to bring your hands onto your belly, your heart, maybe two hands in one of those places, or if you prefer on your lap or in prayer, please just find that intuitive spot for the hands to rest. And take a few more, just letting yourself settle, soften, soften. Invite your mind here onto your mat and into your body after what I'm sure was a busy day, busy week, busy month. All the pre-holiday planning, just let it go, let it release through your exhale. And meet yourself here on your mat, mind, body, spirit, energetic body. All of you is welcome here. We'll bring the palms to press. Go ahead and give them a strong rub, like you're clearing out all that needs to go and creating fresh energy to forge ahead. And pressing the palms strongly, thumbs to your heart, rising up, and just feeling the possibility of moving more deeply into your center. Opening up this space for you to really dive in and receive some deep R&R, deep nurturing. Continue to let the whole body relax. And if you'd like to set an intention for yourself this evening, please do. It could be tonight, it could be for the rest of the year. It could be for whatever feels right for you. Angels of the light, please clean, clear, and cleanse our physical, emotional, and energetic bodies, releasing all that feels negative, heavy, stressful, sad, all of the heavy, low vibration emotions, releasing it all, releasing it to Mother Earth to be transmuted into healing energy, calling on the highest vibration of love for our time together and moving forward. Calling in pure healing, restoration, peace, nurturing, calling in all that each one of us needs in this moment. Take a deep breath in, exhale. And if you'd like to do a smoke wash, you can get that going. If you didn't bring anything to burn, just pausing here and being with yourself, with your breath. You can release the hands if that feels better to you. Again, we are doing a smoke wash over the body or just sitting and relaxing. I am cleansing and clearing for the collective. When you feel complete with that, you can move on. And if you brought an essential oil with you this evening, you can go ahead and put a drop or two in your palms. And again, if you don't have it, please don't worry. Just let yourself rest and be. If you have an oil, maybe you want to put some on your body. Otherwise, breathing it in nice and deep. Bringing our gratitude to Mother Earth and all the bounty that she gives us through the plants, the roots, the flowers, the herbs, the trees, the forests, the waterways. So much that we get to enjoy, and that makes our life more beautiful, colorful, healing. Taking it all in. And when you feel ready, we're all going to meet hands towards the head and just giving yourself a head massage wherever it feels intuitive for you. This is something that most of us don't do very often, but it's really so simple if we just can bring our attention to it every once in a while. You know, just like 5 minutes doing this. Maybe before bed, or if you have a headache, it really can make a difference. Bringing us back into a balanced nervous system, bringing us back to some regulated emotions if we're kind of falling off the edge of it, let's say. Go do this in the bathroom at work. You need some privacy. You don't want other people to see you. Be Super simple and super quick, but very effective. I invite you to maybe reach into areas that you don't normally touch, like maybe the front of your chest, towards your armpits, or again, whatever calls to you. You know best. All right, and when you feel complete, just release your hands down to your thighs. Take a long breath in and exhale. We're going to circle the head all the way around. Nice and slow. And we'll go the opposite direction. And taking the right ear to the right shoulder, pausing and breathing. If you'd like, right hand reaching over to the opposite ear. And that top hand, you're going to guide it towards the base of the head, the back of the head, and just tip the chin down towards your chest. Take some long breaths. Releasing the hand, chin towards your chest. Just let yourself roll down towards the belly. Take some long, deep inhales. And exhale. And then we'll take the left ear to the left shoulder, pausing and breathing, lifting up through your heart. And maybe left hand reaching over to the opposite ear. And we'll inhale. And exhale, releasing the hand down. And, oh, excuse me, not releasing the hand. Bring the head toward the base of the head, chin toward the chest. Giving that last deep stretch. And then releasing the hand down. Chin towards your chest again. Let yourself roll towards the belly. Bring the hands to the knees and really pull back through your spine. Slide the hands back towards the hips. Rise up. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, curling in. Then rising up, inhale. And exhale, chin to chest, curling. Few more, inhaling up. And exhaling to round. And then we're going to slowly rise up to center. You can keep the eyes closed if you want, lifting your shoulders up and rolling them down. And the arms can move here as much as you want. Rolling the shoulders up and down, just pulling the stress and the tension out from the joints. And really getting into massaging your heart with them. And then as the shoulders melt down, clasp your hands behind the back. Reach your knuckles down, lift up once again, lift the chin, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, and just lift those arms up a little bit more. And then releasing the hands, lifting the head to neutral. Take a long breath in. Exhale it out. Long breath in, inhale. Hold the breath, squeezing the root block like a kegel if that feels okay for you. If you're in the first couple of days of your cycle or pregnant, do not do that. Just release the breath. Everyone else, exhale. 2 more of those. Inhale. Holding the root lock if it's okay for you. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Holding the breath, squeezing the stress out of the body, lifting the energy from the base of your spine up to the crown. And exhale. All right, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together first, close to the hips. And you're going to circle all the way around. And just any kind of rocking here is welcome. You can make it very organic. And feeling into your hips, your lower back, pelvic area. If anybody wants to fold forward, you can, but you can also keep rolling. If there's a lot of tightness and you don't want to be kind of in that center space, you can keep rolling. And then we're going to meet at center, so rolling up if you're folded. We're going to move the feet forward so that there's a much larger diamond in between the legs. We're going to reach the arms up on the inhale, coming over to the right side, swaying through your side, nice and slow, just going at your own pace, whatever rhythm feels good to you. You can feel that stretch not only through the side, but sometimes even in the outer hips in this shape of the legs. Good. And then we're going to rise up to center, inhaling tall, turning to the right for a twist. Take a long spine and exhale to turn. Staying on this side, inhale it up and exhale to turn. Keep that going. Maybe right ear to right shoulder. And chin towards your chest. And we'll lift the head, turning forward, arms reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, tall. Exhale to turn. And lift your left shoulder. And chin to chest. Turning forward, arms reaching up. Inhale, bring the hands behind the head. Open up through your heart. Exhale, tucking in, just giving yourself a nice tug through the neck and the spine. If you want to roll here a little bit, you can, or you can just be still. And then releasing the hands down, inhale tall. You're going to circle all the way around. Moving deeper into the outer hips. And then we're going to melt forward towards the toes, starting to bring the breath into the back and into the tight areas. We're going to walk it over to the right, reaching to your side. And then taking it to center and over to the left. And then to center, one last breath coming forward. And then we're going to slowly rise up. So here, I'm going to invite you to set yourself up for a little bit of a more restorative shape. So bringing the floor to you with whatever you have, blankets, pillows, blocks, to lift the floor so your forehead can meet something. So I would say start stacking things either on your feet or behind the feet so that when you come forward, your head is supported. And you look something like this, with ideally your arms and your hands are soft and your forehead is supported. So go ahead and try to set yourself up the best you can. Again, ideally forehead is supported, hands and arms are totally relaxed. This is called honoring practice. Thank you for this day of ritual devotion. Guide me to the mat, the trail, the teapot, the canvas, and the confrontation table today, so that I may test my flexibility and stay true to my form all the way to my edge. Be my mirror, my educator in matters of discipline and rhythm. Open the shelter of my mind to constructive, caring feedback. Let all that comes to me be my teachers. Move my form and feelings with dedicated habit. Help me to rehearse for growing stronger and more resilient. Stand me up like a mountain. Spread my arms wide, expanding and clearing the valves of my heart to help me to move from it. Point my fingers skyward and widen my stance. Wrap enormous wings around my legs to strengthen my rooted position. Train me for battle, which takes place within me in the form of fear and resistance. Help me to create spaciousness inside of my container to make steady progress with my breath, my invocations, and the attitudes that initiate my day. Lead air into my lungs, which comforts the grief held there. Enhance my supportive routines with the golden light of your encouragement, which shines through repetition. Let my body be a living ceremony. Bring me back to presence when I wander. Help me to refocus without shame when I lose my way. Make me brave to notice where my balance falters and I compromise my integrity. Rededicate me when I discover what I'm holding and protecting. Get me back on conscious feet when I fall. Let my wingspan be the bridge between my spirit and my body. Ignite the fire of my willingness during times of challenge and overcoming obstacles. Put in front of me those who will help me persevere in my attempts to effectively resolve inner and outer conflict. Remind me of my tools for perceiving what prevents my flow. Help me be attentive to my part in maintaining the quality of relationship I am called to cultivate. Help me puzzle together my healing form with the help of Earth's electricity moving upward through the soles of my feet. Let me know I am not alone and that I never need to do it perfectly. Take a deep breath here. Very slowly rolling all the way up. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, lifting tall, bring one hand to the belly, one hand to your heart. Take a long breath in and exhale. Again, in and out. One more. Noticing the quality of your breath. Are you able to go a little bit deeper and a little bit longer with the inhale and the exhale? That's what we're going for. We're going to release the hands down, moving your props just to the side so that we can stretch our legs forward. Have some space in between the legs. We're going to float the arms up to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, melting down. Letting the head go. And then the hands are going to travel back up the legs. Arms floating up. Inhale. Exhale, taking it down. So continue. Just moving very fluidly. Good. Let's just do a couple more. And then one more. You're going to slowly rise up, shoulders down the back. And now grabbing your props to bring it in between the legs. Once again, we're going to support the forehead, coming for you to release and surrender on your support with the forehead. Arms totally relaxed. So you can make this a deeper stretch through the backs of the legs, but it shouldn't be too intense. You want to be able to stay here for a few minutes. Honoring anxiety. Thank you for this remarkable day of breathing through it. Thank you for the tension that I may learn from it by noticing how my body reacts and responds. Help me make the courageous choice to move my body in ways that alleviate the physical struggle of losing my breath. Take the fight and flight out of me with your comforting, nurturing voice. Help me know the difference between my perception of threat and the actual thing. Remove me gently from situations, schedules, and scenarios that cause tightness in my chest and lumps in my throat. Help me regroup and return to try again. Ease my discomfort with tools that work. Elevate my feet for blood flow to support circulation through my heart. Prompt me to step away from triggersome moments so that I can attend them with confidence. Help me to be responsible for the debilitating whirl that causes me to lose focus. Help me to diffuse the energy of worry that lodges in my system. Move my feet towards nature where I can find my holy ground again. Place me in the current which carries me softly forward, and remind me not to wear myself out swimming against it. Help me break it down, trace it back, and discover new ways to cope. When it seems like everyone around me has it together, emphasize that I am not alone in my battle. Give me compassion for others who nervously retreat and offer them understanding. Calm the butterflies that swarm my gut when I am apprehensive. Help me recognize when the panic is creeping in and encourage me to trust that I can speak the simplest words about what is happening and be effective. When dread takes over, quiet my doubts, which intimidate and cripple me. Keep me in my body as I pass through the bottleneck. Put the healers on my path who can help me learn that I will be okay. Put a balm of higher wisdom on my delicate heart when the familiar restlessness tries to steer the ship. Take a last breath or two here. And you're going to slowly roll all the way up, maybe with your eyes closed. At the top, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Again, inhaling. And exhale. All right, you're going to move the padding to the side for a moment. Bring the legs, actually you can leave the legs where they are. You're just going to bring the right knee in towards the chest with the left leg long. You can wrap the knee or you can hook the knee for a twist, whatever you prefer. Inhaling tall, Exhale, gently turn. And again, inhale and exhale. Couple more. And then releasing, letting that knee draw out to the side. You're going to bring your props back to the inside of that extended leg. We're going to reach up tall on the inhale, and then exhale, just bring yourself forward in a way that feels good to you. Figure out the height you need, and just folding maybe a little bit deeper than you were with both legs out, or maybe not, but you check in with yourself. And moving a little bit deeper into that hamstring. Honoring respect. Thank you for this day of reverent growth. I am seeking new ways to respect myself, you, the earth, and my dear ones. I'm asking for help to know what I value and to treat it right. I'm asking for solid support in building my vocabulary and increasing my range to address all that I cherish. As I take inventory of those I deeply admire, teach me to see myself as worthy of high regard. Drive me to notice where I can develop keen listening and speak to my people with great care and consideration. Help me speak with sacredness on my mind. When I don't agree with what is being said, turn up my ability for high frequency communication and awareness to the level I would most love to receive when I am in the same position. Coat my larynx in the language of conserving and protecting what is truly precious. Do not discover me traveling well-worn paths of resentment. Cultivate in me a terminology of sticking to the point and help me to see verbal violations as utterly dysfunctional. Help me receive the sentiment behind the words, because few will be able to say it like I want to hear it. Build in me tolerance for those I adore, to tap into the sweetness they attempt to convey. Protect them from my haphazard accusations of crimes they didn't commit. Help me to remember why I love them and why we are in relationship. Reform our bonds and raise my level of integrity. Remind me to offer confidentiality when called for and to hold the intimacies of my beloveds with trust. I love this world and all natural things in it. Let me see myself and those close to me as part of that immense organic beauty. Lead me in the ways of preserving and protecting what I value. Concern me less with the stories holding me accountable. Let respect inform my actions. Help me to acknowledge where I can pay more tribute. Warm my heart with a flame of reverence and gratitude for all living things. Establish in me the depth of recognition for all which needs my support. I am able and willing to give it. Socket to me. Taking some long breaths here. You're going to start to slowly roll up, taking your time. And we're just going to quietly move to the opposite side. So you can move your props to the other side of the leg. We're going to first bring that left knee up with the opposite leg extended. We're twisting first, so either holding the knee or hooking and inhaling tall and exhaling to turn. And keep that going. And then we're going to release. You're going to let that knee come out. Same idea on this side. You're going to set yourself up so that your head can hopefully find some support and release. Honoring transformation. Thank you for this beautiful day of changing. My shell is shifting, my skin shedding, and I am uncomfortable with what is leaving me. Help me find the language to describe the discarding, the bearing of my branches. Bring understanding so that I can welcome what is coming. When I am unsure about how to go forward, help me prepare for my new stage. Help me trust that I will love myself through it. Encourage me when the time is optimum to let go of what has passed. When those around me are not eager to know my restored original spirit, soften me with the realization that if I am uncomfortable with my changing, they must be too. Let me be an example of becoming more whole while I am leaving unneeded parts of my previous shape behind. Startle my senses with cellular renewal, awakening my purpose and direction. Move me through the dark nights and ease the pain of liquidification inside the chrysalis. Excavate my soul's gestural poetry and help me find what is next with fluid movement. Unfurl my damp, untested wings and lift my willingness to the limitless skies. Rouse my interest in the world I am seeing with newborn vision. Reinforce my sacred commerce with the divine. Guide my hands to build altars to the portals of existence I can now pass through with ease. Protect me as I construct relationships that are more complex than those I have previously known. Strengthen my small shelter in the woods, my room of one's own to recreate, reinvent, and reimagine. Help me to weave healing medicine with my acquired gifts and experiences. Harmonize my fresh layer with knowing the meaning of this shift. Ease me to the other side and set me down delicately to fully embody my unusual, more me form. Clear me of any blockages that stop the flow of goodness from me and the flow of goodness to me. Salt me with grateful tears and cleansing rain. Bathe me in the distilled waters of evolution. Deepen your breath here. And then slowly rolling up. And just moving your props to the side. And it's up to you if you want to sit on something or not for this next one. We're going to open up our feet wide into a straddle. For me, it's a little bit easier without something underneath, but if you're super, super tight, it may help to lift up and have your legs narrower. So lifting here, I just want you to close your eyes once again. Bring both hands to the belly in the womb space. Take a deep breath in Exhale it out. Imagine that there are roots growing down from your seat into the earth, releasing all that still needs to go, giving it to the earth for her to transmute it into healing energy, grounding you into your center here. Inhale and exhale. And then just release your hands on your legs or wherever is comfortable for you. And we're just gonna like sway here. Maybe you wanna roll forward, maybe you just wanna go side to side, and the head's just gonna follow really softly. I want you to just kind of move into the stretch of the legs and the hips and your side body, however you want to. And if you feel like you want to pause in a certain place, you can do that. Long, slow breath. Good. Just a little bit longer here. And then with the eyes closed, rolling back up, take a long breath in. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And you're just going to help to take from the inner knee, just help one leg in and then the other, same idea. You're going to come onto all fours. So coming onto hands and knees, and we're going to inhale as you drop the belly and lift the seat, and exhale to round. And keep that going. Inhale to open up, and exhale to round. Good. It's connecting with the feelings in the pelvis as it rocks, the hips, the lower back. And soften your elbows a little bit. We're going to circle the head and the hips, spiraling more here. So side to side action. And then coming back through center, walking the hands forward, circling the hips forward, side to side and back. Good. And then we're going to come back to center, and you're going to extend the left leg. So tuck the toes under and just press through your heel. Give the calf a nice stretch. So left leg extended. And then we're going to move into pigeon. So you're just going to pull this right knee up a little bit more and swivel that leg kind of over as you come down. Feel free to put props underneath your right hip or underneath your arms as you fold. You could put a nice like pillow or blanket underneath your chest maybe as you come forward. And just folding and breathing. And if pigeon doesn't feel good for you, you can come onto your back and put the right ankle on your thigh and do that figure 4 action. Honoring community. Thank you for the ones who find their way to our sides, our tribes, and clans. Thank you for the willingness to take care of one another and value our contributions as a whole. Help us to put the good of the whole before the good of the few. We need your support as we take the next steps to expand. Comfort our fears and teach us to gather in a circle of equals. Remind us that a circle has no beginning and no end, and that nature contains innumerable examples of the beauty of co-leading and the sacred geometry of many parts working as one. Manage our defenses, diffuse our bombs, humble us so that we can tune into your divine frequency again and hear each other's joys and cries. Impart to us immense tolerance for the eccentricities in one another, knowing that we have them too. Strengthen our connections and bring us together like family. Remove our irrational fears of moving along the road together and allow us to look at all the options for tuning up. Inspire in us the creativity required to dream outside of our insular boxes and single family homes and meet up at the fireside to break some bread together and spread our beautiful ideas out on a table like a feast. Lean us into one another's shoulders when we need a little care. Fill us with insurmountable hope that our collaborations will yield great harvests. Humble our pace with patience for each other. Slow our progress when we need to take a break to truly appreciate it and understand the consequences. Clear our injuries so we can hear just what's being presented today. Teach us to barter and trade for what we need. Show us new ways of community and commerce which benefits our higher purposes and our fellowship. Remind us that not so long ago, our currency was simply trading what we do best for someone else's best to meet our needs. Burn up our excess ego and inspire our communications with thunderous compassion. Provide us with the strength of character needed to be good to each other. Let us default to great love in times of doubting ourselves and one another and work together toward solutions. Taking a deep breath in and exhale, pushing up back to all fours. And then I'm just going to have you reach that right leg back behind you and open up your hip and just bend the knee and open up the hip. Kind of almost like you would do in downward dog. And then we're going to take that knee down for a couple cat and cow, inhaling open and exhale to round. And inhaling and exhaling. And then the next time you round, coming back to center, sending the right leg back behind you so you kick through that heel and get into the calf muscle. And then you're going to slide and pressing into your palm. You're going to lift up and slide the shin forward to come into pigeon on your left side, or you can come onto your back and do a figure 4. So getting yourself as supported as you need here, using your props. honoring right medicine. Thank you for this resplendent day, bursting with healing possibilities. Let us get drunk just on your love today. Set our anxieties free on the knowing breezes of your mystery. Share your sweet language with us so that we can speak softly to ourselves in our healing processes. Be a reminder to us, above and below us, to hold sorrow and grief in one hand and great wisdom and joy in the other. Teach us how to make room for both in our hearts, knowing that we cannot deny either of them. Bring our hands to our hearts in honor of how we matured in acceptance of this truth. Guide our sweet hands to flush our false medication and step toward the real medicine, the triple crown of divinity, humanity, and the pure energy which electrifies and animates everything. Whisper to us the truth of what is real, what to tend, what to feed, and what to pay attention to. Sometimes we forget. Align us with your sun rays, your big waves, your cumulonimbus clouds. Put us in the direct line of action. Give us the awareness to know that our way has been prepared for us. Give us the courage to face it. We are open to receive from you, and even before we feel fully steady, we will begin getting back in gratitude and service. This we promise. Remind us that many medicines which are right for others may not be right for us. Help us to discern what heals us, what words work for us, what levels of closeness are healthy, and that right medicine is the kind which helps us to make commitments which serve us, as well as the purpose much greater than ourselves. Help us to set healthy boundaries and also invite our vulnerability into our intimate unions. Remind us that our own tears grant access into our own hearts. Let us have at least a few who get to see us soft. Instill in us the divine gift of care that we may extend our compassion to all who live. We're going to slowly rise up. And as you pull this left leg back, you're just going to reach it back and open up the hip. Maybe bend the knee, roll the ankle if you want. And then you're going to take the knee back down. And once again, just circling your hips all the way around that big spiral. We're going to come back to center, float the right arm up to the sky, stretch up and breathe through your waist from armpit to hip. Maybe roll into your wrist and squeeze your fingers. And then we're going to thread the arm through to come onto the right shoulder and right side of the head as you spin the heart up. Take any variation that you want through your left arm, or you can just keep the palm pressing. And then we're going to slowly unwind, reaching the right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale the right hand down. Left side reaching up. Open up, breathe from armpit to hip. Send it through, coming onto the shoulder and the head. Same arm variation through the right side. And then slowly starting to unwind, reaching up through that left arm, inhale to the sky, maybe rolling that wrist and hand again, and then sending the hand down to the mat. Take a long breath in, exhale it out. Open up your knees, big toes touch, send your seat back, let yourself melt down. As we get more and more still and quiet, moving into the energy of total surrender, continue to give it to the earth. And then we're going to walk the hands into the knees, pressing the palms to the mat, rolling yourself back up. Take a long breath in. Exhale. Coming on to your seat in the middle of the mat. You're going to bring yourself down to lie down and knees into the chest and just rolling around here. Getting very sensitive with the sensations in your sacrum, right there at the center of your lower back. So your knees can be together or wide. Good. And then we're going to open the arms with the palms facing up into a T, drawing the knees over to the right, turning the upper body gaze to the left. And then moving to your center, taking a long breath in. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze and upper body turn to the right. And we'll inhale and exhale back to center. And if there's any last shape that you want to take before Shavasana, please go ahead. But when you do take Shavasana, I invite you to use your props, put something underneath your knees, put a blanket over you, put a pillow underneath your head, whatever feels good and supportive. Just use up everything around you. And you're going to close your eyes and just drop into that sweet, healing, restful space whenever you are ready. Beginning to slowly deepen your breath. And you're also welcome to stay exactly where you are and not move at all. But if you want to finish up with me, beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes and jaw. And stretch out any way that you like, reaching overhead, extending your legs. And then you can bend your knees and roll onto your side. And make your way very, very slowly, especially since it's so late, really trying to keep this peace and quiet within you. Rise back up to your seat. And if you'd like, bringing your hands either to the lap, to prayer, or one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and just feel in to the way your energy has shifted since you first sat down here. And open up the intention. Carry this with you into a sweet sleep, a deep sleep. And carrying it forward into the following days. Blessing your body for all that it does for you. Blessing your breath, all the ways that it keeps you vital and alive and doing all the things that you're meant to do here in this lifetime. Taking a long breath in and exhale. And bringing the palms to press and bow into your heart. Honoring yourself for showing up and taking this time for yourself when I know that's not an easy task. Reminding yourself that rest and self-care is just as important as all of our productivity, just as worthy. Namaste, Satnam. Thank you all so much. I hope it felt good. And I'm just going to finish up with some readings. If you want to jump off, no worries. But for those that want to stay on, I will share the Healy report. So for those of you who don't know, I run this bioresonance frequency device during my ceremonies and my sessions, and it taps into the collective's energy and what is out of balance. So based on an intention that I'm setting for us. So the intention that I set for tonight says, I allow myself to relax, surrender, and receive. I am worthy of rest and nurturing. I honor my time of rest as much as my productivity. I am coming home to myself. And so the report that came up says desired state. I recognize, harmonize, and transform what causes stress to my personality and character by creating internal pressure. I recognize the unconscious causes that lead me to suppress my feelings through restrained breathing. I breathe in a liberated and powerful way. I gently release my repressed feelings and breathe out and in the best possible way. I recognize, harmonize, and transform what causes stress to my personality and character through my lack of processing feelings. I live my spirituality. I consider miracles a natural part of my life. So that is the Healy report. And tonight for our oracle, I chose Dadiri. which is hearing the truth. That's this beautiful bird on its head with the butterfly. Hearing the truth. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold, to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within truth is known. Focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or opinions of others. The voice of Spirit is deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune in to that inner voice for peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than to put your faith in the people and the things of this world. But you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. So those are our readings for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, live, and those of you who are watching for the replay. And I hope to see you for the Restorative Sanctuary next month. I don't remember what date it is, but we will be gathering in December. And happy holidays, sending lots of love. Take care. Bye.